Alright, as you can see, I've got the back plate off the car. I'm looking to make some quad light conversions for my Impala. As you can see, I've already started working my way around the circle there. Basically, you got to work your way all the way around this whole circle with the Dremel. That's, of course, after getting rid of the wiring and everything that goes across. We're going to have to do the same thing on that side. And then basically, once you get this off, get them out, for lack of better terms, a bowl here that holds a turn, stop, and running light. I might try to see if I can't get the original hole also to do the reverse light still. If not, I'll have to relocate those, which will be much later than this video. Wish me luck. I'm going to go ahead and start cutting, and I'll turn you guys back on when I get wrapped up. As you can see, I got it fully out. That's the back of the reflector, if you care to see that. But there, you got to remove two mounting holes with it. These might be relocated. I might just use the 5 here in the center to hold the light, and then maybe put some a light amount of epoxy or something in this area to seal it back against the trunk. This is definitely a little bit of a rough cut, but they make sanding wheels and little drums for the Dremel. That's what I will most definitely be doing. Most important thing is I did not go through the lens anywhere. That's a pretty big deal for me because this took a little while. I got maybe a half an hour, 45 minutes in cutting this one in. Aside from, obviously finding the tools and all that. I mean, legitimate cutting, just a little bit at a time, about that much time. Got one more side to go, so I will get back to working on this and get that one cut and cleaned, and I will cut you guys back on a little bit. Thanks. Alright, well, that one actually went a hell of a lot smoother. As you see, I still have to, sand everything down, make it all look a little prettier. But again, I successfully did the entire thing without nicking the lens and shattering it. I tell you what, I was very leery about doing this because I had very little faith that I would not destroy these. And quite honestly, these SS style taillights with the big colored covers on them, they're pretty hard to find, at least in this region of the world. So now I got both done. I just need to clean them up, and I will be altering the bowls, the light bowls. So wish me luck. I will cut you back on when they're all cleaned up. Alright guys, I got it all cleaned up. As you can see, you can pretty well see the little silver piece right here. It's about what you want. You want a little bit more past your red lens here. That's just so that your light fills the entire hole, that it doesn't get a flat spot basically when it's illuminated. I went ahead and cleaned up both sides. Look down on them, you can see that ring all the way around it. So onward to the actual installation of the new light buckets. So I will cut you back on when I get the first one prepped. Alright guys, I'm back. I actually decided to start working on the reverse light section first. I'm actually waiting on buckets to be delivered. As you see, this is the piece we cut out with the reflector. I had to tweak it a little bit and kind of beat the hell out of that one bracket. But what I ended up with is this small piece right here, still currently with the reflector. Now it obviously needs trimmed and shaved and cleaned up. What I'm thinking is using some clear epoxy and epoxying it like that, and then setting the actual bucket all the way around it and leave a hole in the surface of the new bucket so that you can access this bulb. If that's not possible, even maybe mounting an LED bulb that will last until, the car dies. That being said, I'll have to put the actual turn signal or brake light, if I do it this way, like either in this region or here, if not do 2 bulbs, one on either side. I will just end up either painting this chrome like you do the inside of the buckets, or I will wrap it in a reflective foil taping or something. So I want to go ahead and pull this one off and clean it up a little bit and do a couple test fits, and then I will be prepping this one here, which is the other one. So basically do this exact same thing to this. And more or less, what I was thinking, that keeps this exact shape, which is the shape of that clear white lens. Hopefully that will allow me to maintain these reverse lights and not have to relocate them. So I'll cut you guys back on when I get one all cleaned up and set in place. Just got done prepping the other one. Got it cut. It's got a little dust in it right now. I haven't wiped it out or anything. That's just the overall shape. Just want to show it to you guys. And basically that one will go just like so. And I'll have to epoxy around it or put some kind of, maybe clear silicone is actually what I'm considering doing. Because I figure clear silicone, one, this has a bit of a texture to it. I think that will help it sit. If I put a bead of clear around the center here, set this in it, then do another round of clear silicone, I think that should hold it. That being said, this might all just completely fail, and I might have to abandon these pieces and either paint this red to match the taillight, or actually what I was really considering is either painting it black or putting a blank over it so that light wouldn't transfer. That way, if you have your running lights or tail lights or brake lights on, it lights up a ring instead of just lighting up the entire ball as a whole. For some reason, I don't know. I just think that looks a little cooler. So I will continue on, and when I figure out if these little things here are going to work the way they want, that I want rather, I will cut you guys back on. Right now, that's basically what it looks like right there. Pardon the disastrous garage. As you can see, I need to clean up very much. I've basically been building that right there. And that's why everything looks like a disaster. Because I've been busy. So yeah. Anyway, I will cut you guys back on in a few. See you later.